Alright, so now that I have my template set up, I need to go in here and start actually assigning the different combinations of effects. So there's two different ways we can go about doing this. If you press the display exit button right here, let me go back to the very beginning. I can get to it. Hello. Alright, so you see the Boss ES-8 description there. If I press it one more time, that's going to get me to where I can actually select different things on and off. And you notice that I have my V already selected because I'm using the 4 cable method, and without that, the volume loop engaged, your 4 cable method is not going to work properly. And that's actually something that I had set up in my templates. So that's going to be already there across the board once I start making my different combinations of effects here. So the first thing you're going to do on this screen, you're going to go to whatever loop you want engaged, and let's just say well, for me, my number 1 is going to be my clean tone anyway. So you notice I have number 7 engaged right here. If I press the minus symbol, it's going to take that off, and it's going to sound like this, totally dry, because number 7 is my reverb. And then if I press the plus symbol, my reverb pedal is turned on. So and then you can just hit right twice, and that's going to save that. Okay. The other option we have is if we hold down the memory manual switch, you notice that the light is blinking now, and these LEDs are now going to turn red. So I can turn on, you know, any number of effects that I want, and that's a lot of delay and tremolo and whatnot. But for me, I just want number 7 turned on. So I can hit the memory manual switch again, or press it twice, and that is going to execute that setting. It's going to save it, and there you go. So let me go to number 2, and I actually prefer just to use the memory manual switch because I like to have this view on right here, and what this view is showing you is how to reorder your actual loops. So for me, this is just how I had it connected originally. So for me, I need to put my reverb last in the chain, but it's in number 7. So what I have to do is put the cursor under the 7 there. Then I have to use my plus and minus buttons to move it along the chain. So I have to move that to number 7. In this preset, I have a tremolo setting on the M5, which I want after my reverb but before my delay. And my delay is on the H9 in number 8. So therefore, I actually moved number 8 right before 6, and then 6 is right before 7. So it kind of seems out of order with the numbers, but that's the great thing about the ES-8 is you can move any loop around that you want in any order. So let's say I had a preset that I had a phaser on, but I don't want the phaser after my drives. I want it before my drive. So what I can do is go to my number 6 here, press the plus until I get it all the way before all my overdrives. And then when I save that, that's going to allow me to have that sound, the phaser, before my drive. So let me put that back where it was. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. And so that was the 2 ways of creating presets. And let me just go ahead and do one more. So let me go to preset number 2, which is my rhythm sound. And I'm going to go ahead and move my loops around so the reverb is last. My M5, which is in number 6, it can stay right there. So I'm actually going to use a boost sound for that one. So let me go ahead and save that. Then I'm going to hold down memory manual. I'm going to turn on my reverb, and I'm going to turn on the loop that has my Mojo Hand Rook overdrive. And those 2 are on, and they're set how I want. So now I can double hit the memory manual switch, and that's going to save it for me. So now I have that sound. And if I go back to here, there's my clean. I can always bring in my tremolo. I can bring in my delay. Okay. Let me go ahead and switch the sound on the, what am I doing here? The sound on the M5. So if I go to patch, you see right here, I got all this stuff here within the patch setting. I need to go all the way over to the MIDI area. And let me try to get that a little better there. So I'm going to press enter. And you notice that the channel is off and everything is off. So let's go ahead and do my H9 first. So channel is 1. My PC is going to be 2, because I want that to be preset 2, which is already on, but unless I tell it to go to that sound, it's not going to stay on that sound unless if I end up going to another patch. So I might as well do it now. The CC values are off, which is correct. And really, that's that easy. I can do that. Now let me go back in to patch mode. Let me go to number 2, which is now going to be channel number 2, because that's what the M5 is on. And then my PC is going to be 7, because that's what I have my boost on. So now when I press right, you notice that the M5 changed to a boost. So I can go from, and that's a great example. So when I switched presets, my boost stayed on the same one that it was on, because I did not tell it, I didn't tell the M5 to switch to a different sound. So we gotta go to channel 2. And my PC is going to be, it was on 4. So let me execute that. And now that you see the color change to blue, which is the modulation sounds on the M5. So now that I have that set up, I don't know why it keeps going to that screen. Alright. So now that I have that set up, I can now switch between my 2 presets. And my sounds are going to change on the M5. And I can access those via switch number 3. Another preset. So if I'm on 2, I'm going to kick in a boost. I can do that. Or if I'm on number 1, I can kick in my tremolo. Okay, so I hope this helps, and I'm going to continue making the rest of my presets here, and that's about as as complicated as I go. I don't do a whole lot of crazy stuff with my board here, so I'm really just changing sounds on the H9 and the M5, and then calling up different presets of clean, rhythm gain, and then lead gain, and then use my my clone there as my boost as well. So we will talk to you guys later. See ya.